Our offense is absolutely trash.
Tinkleberg.
Yo, what's up, world? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in, and today is a Bears reaction, and let's just face it, it's another bad one. It's another bad one. The Bears dropped their third straight game with the 24-17 loss to the Tennessee Titans. And the game wasn't even that close. Wasn't even that close. But before I get into this game, I just want to make sure that you guys are staying absolutely safe. I know it's still a lot going on out here, and I just want to make sure you guys are staying safe. And also, about 60 to 70% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed to the channel. So if you fit into that category, go ahead right now and click that subscribe button, and also click that notification bell so you will not miss a single video. But enough with all that. It's a game to talk about. Without further ado, let's dive into it. Okay, we're gonna talk about the elephant in the room. This Bears offense. Now, if you guys watch my preview and prediction video, I had my questions about this Bears offense with the offensive line, the play call, and the design. I questioned all that even then, and today it was worse. It was worse than I expected. I knew this Bears offense was going to struggle. I knew it wasn't going to be a very successful offense. It's been struggling all year, so this game is just not an anomaly at all. This has been basically what's been happening all year with the Chicago Bears team. It's been happening all year with this offense. And like I said before on this channel, I haven't been sold on Foles. I'm definitely not sold on Nagy, because at the end of the day, yes, we had some offensive line juggling. Yes, it's because of COVID. Yes, it's injuries. But it wasn't like this game was just an anomaly. It was not. This has been a repeat pattern all season with this offense. From week 1 to now, this offense has not been very good at all. Whether it was Trubisky, whether it was Foles, offense still has not been good. I don't care about them 17 points. That looks good on the stat sheet. The eye test, this offense is horrible. And I'll just be honest, those 17 points came late again. It also came when the Tennessee Titans started to play more of a soft zone defense. So it might have said 24-17. This game is not that close. This game is not that close at all. And turnovers on top of inept play, that hurts. That hurts. Montgomery with the fumble that was returned back for a touchdown for the Titans, and Anthony Miller with the fumble. I didn't think I would see it this bad offensively for the Bears. I didn't think it could be worse than what we've been seeing for the majority of the year. To me, it might be personnel, but at some point, we got to put it on the coaching. We have to put it on the coaching. As a Bears fan universe, some point, we have to start pointing the finger at the coaching. I mean, personnel is not the best offensive line-wise, but this coaching staff has not coached this team well offensively all season long. Even when this offensive line was healthy, this offense still looked like a pile of crap. A pile of crap. Dead last in rushing. 29th overall. 29th overall. And this is something I've been saying all season. The Bears cannot continue to win games the way that they were winning before when they were 5-1. The best game of this Bears season was Carolina. And the offense didn't look good in that game either. So, I hate to admit it, but I've said it at the end of each of the last 2 reaction videos. The Bears are in trouble. And they're in trouble. They are in deep, deep trouble. Not even just with the injuries. Not even just with the COVID test. Something has to change. Something has to change. How long does it have to take for the Bears offense to struggle to realize maybe it's always not the personnel? Maybe it's the coaching. I don't even see what impact Bill Lazor has had on his offense. I really don't. Because it looks the exact same from last year. I don't see what impact Bill Lazor has on his offense at all. I don't. This offense is just, it's terrible. It's just hard to watch, man. It's hard. It was at times I just really wanted to turn the TV off. It was really at times I really wanted to turn the TV off. If it wasn't for this YouTube channel, I probably would have turned the TV off. That's how bad this offense is. And we're talking about a franchise that had Jay Cutler for 7 years. I'm not even going to get into the Jay Cutler thing, but this is an offense that was led by Mark Trestman too. Is Matt Nagy Mark Trestman 2.0? It's really looking like it right now. It's really looking like it right now. Both coaches year 1. Look good. Next year, bad. Only difference is Matt Nagy never finished under 500. And that's why he was afforded an extra year, unlike Trestman. This offense is bad. And Matt Nagy is supposed to be this offensive guru. Hasn't looked like it. Last year or this year. Hasn't looked like it. Nick Foles, wasn't sold on him to begin with. And now we're stuck paying $18 million for Foles. And he gets happy feet. Even if it's not pressure, he has happy feet. Good thing he hasn't thrown a pick today. It was some opportunities Tennessee almost had interceptions on. And Matt Nagy calling a 4th and 1 kind of double misdirection play behind a bad offensive line. Why? Why? Why would you call a longer running play behind an offensive line that is one makeshift and one not been very good? Why? I understand you're going for it. That's cool. I understand you wanted to run. That's cool. But why are you running that type of a long running type of play when your offensive line is makeshift and boo-boo? Really? I knew, and I kind of knew coming into this game that the Bears were going to have a hard time offensively. A hard time. I just didn't think it would be this bad. I don't care if they score 17. I still count 3 because 14 points was against the Tennessee defense that went into a soft prevent zone. But Tennessee was bringing the blitz. They was bringing pass rushes. You couldn't do anything. It's just... It's tough, man. This is tough. As a Bears fan and watching this offense, it is absolutely tough. It's tough. Something has got to change. We go from a team that's 5-1. Now we're 5-4. On the outside looking in on an expanded playoff picture. This is it's not it, man. It's not it. I've never been a fan of Nagy these last 2 years. I wasn't a fan of them getting Foles because it was costly as far as salary cap wise. And another thing is, we drafting wide receivers. As much as I like Mooney, we still don't have much investment in this offensive line, which is bad in 2019 and is worse now due to the COVID and injuries. Like, at some point, we need change. And I hate to say this word, but I think it's time for the Bears offense to do a rebuild. I think it's time. I'm not going to go deeper into that topic, but I just feel it's time for this Bears offense to scrap it and rebuild. Offensive line is not very good. Your weapons, they have solid weapons. Robinson is very good, and I really like Darnell Mooney. Anthony Miller has his so-so moments. Cole Kmet wasn't even involved today. I don't even think he played. And Jimmy Graham, albeit he had some moments, but... And David Montgomery, I like David Montgomery. I've always liked Montgomery, but this offensive line is just bad. Nick Foles doesn't make things even better because he has so much happy feet in the pocket. And the fact that Nick Foles is not mobile behind a bad offensive line, that hurts too. Because behind that offensive line, you're going to need a quarterback that can move around. And Nick Foles is about as slow as me. I just don't get it. I don't get it with this offense. I don't. I'm not going to blame the defense so much because, like I said before, and I've said it again, too much of the pressure of this Bears season has been put on the Bears defense to make stop after stop after stop after stop. You can only stop an offense in this type of league for so long. Especially an offense that is a capable offense like you have with Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill, A.J. Brown, and that Tennessee Titans offense. It's not like the Tennessee Titans offense was bad. They are a very, very productive offense. The Tennessee Titans defense is also a very, very good defense. So, on top of that, with a bad offense, spells disaster for you offensively for the Bears. And it only elevates the pressure that is put on this Bears defense. Of course, they've had some bad plays, but you can't be perfect no matter what type of football you're playing. The other team has to make plays as well. The other team is going to figure some things out as well. And I credit this Bears defense. It was a 17-point game for the Tennessee offense. 7 of those 24 Tennessee points came on a fumble return. So the Bears let up 17 points. That's not bad in this league standards. It's not bad at all in this league standards. They silenced Derrick Henry for the most part. He was held under 100 yards rushing. Ryan Tannehill did not have one of his best days passing. A.J. Brown made some good plays. He made plays. But for people to sit up here and say that this Bears defense is bad, or like, every defense has moments. Every defense has moments where they let up plays. Like, it's going to happen within the course of a football game, especially when you're playing an intelligent coaching staff and a good offense like the Tennessee Titans. So it's just, I like I said, it's just too much pressure to put on this Bears defense to make every single stop because your offense is not very good. Albeit the defense hasn't really been creating turnovers like they usually have this year. The turnovers haven't been there, but they're making stops. They are making stops. It's just the offense can't capitalize on anything. Anything. They go for it, 4th down a couple times, did not make it. The Bears were making plays on defense. Of course, they had some let-ups, but like I said, that's going to happen throughout the course of any football game. The Bears' defense, for the most part, was able to maintain it. It's just the offense was so bad and kept going 3 and out, punt, 3 and out, punt, maybe a first down here, punt. You cannot win football games that way. And I've been a big stigma for complimentary football. The Bears have not played it, especially these past 3 weeks. These past 3 weeks, the Bears have not played good complimentary football at all. And too much pressure of the year is placed on that defense. Roquan Smith, I think, is having a hell of a year. A hell of a year. Jalen Johnson, he's been looking good. Kyle Fuller, I think he's one of the best corners that we have in football. Eddie Jackson, one of the best safeties. The front seven is a very, very good front seven. This Bears defense played up to the level that they usually play. It's just the offense puts them in such bad spots. They're on the field with so much pressure on them to make stops and create turnovers. It's detrimental to them because sometimes that takes them out of their element. And it's demoralizing as a defense when you have an offense that's not producing. It's going to demoralize you as a defense. So, yeah, it's a bad team loss, but at the same day, I'm going to put more of it on the Bears offense for not being able to succeed and not being able to do anything. And it is not an anomaly. It's been like this all year. We can't go back to Mitch. He's hurt. I hate to say it for the third week in a row, but this Bears team is in trouble. It is in trouble. The most penalized team in football, the Bears. 4th and 1, 2 false start penalties. Charles Leno, the worst left tackle in football. This offensive line, the worst in football. Offense, worst in football. It's not a spell. It's not a recipe for success. I've said it on numerous occasions and I'll say it again. The Bears weren't going to be consistently winning the way they were winning the first couple of weeks of the year. And now they're in a tough part of the schedule, 1 and 3. The only win was to Tampa, and we can thank the defense for that one. The Bears are 1 and 3 in the tough part of their schedule. I felt that these 4 games was going to really determine the Bears season. And we go out with the losing record of 1 and 3. Demoralizing. It's very depressing. I'm very disgusted. It's not a. It's. What more can you say? Something has to change offensively. It's not even the defense. I'm not even going to put pressure on them. It's too much pressure already put on them. It's the offense. And I was scared of something like this coming into this game. I was scared of it, and it happened. And it happened. I almost wanted to pick the Titans in my predictions video. I was this close to actually picking the Titans. This close. Because I had so much reservation about this Bears offense. I was so much worried about this Bears offense. I just hate when I'm right. Like I said, the score 24-17. The game wasn't that close. It wasn't that close. It looks better on the scoreboard, but the game was not that close. I'm not a person that likes numbers or stats or anything like that. I've never been a big numbers guy. Only certain numbers actually tell what actually happens throughout the course of a game. And the eye test, that game was not 24-17. It was not 24-17. It was 24-3. If we want to be honest with ourselves, the game was 24-3. If you take away the turnover, 17-3. Bears offense, horrendous. Horrendous. And something has to change. And if nothing changes, this Bears team is in absolute trouble. But that is all I have for you guys today. Be sure to like the video. Comment your thoughts on the game down below. I would love to see what you guys think about this contest against the Tennessee Titans. I would love to see if you agree or disagree with anything I said. I really read my comment section, so I would really love to see you guys' opinion and input about this contest. But also, click that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you will not miss a single video that I upload. But that's all I've got. APW Sports signing out. Make sure you guys stay safe. Have a great and excellent day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I wanna say thank you to my mom and my daddy for making love the night that you had me. Wanna thank my friends, my sister, and my brother.